Hey, how's it going, guys? Space here, and I'm gonna be kind of giving you guys a tour of my tower. So I'm gonna start doing this, just to kind of mark progress for myself. Um, but I wanted to kind of start this one off. This is my first episode, so it might be a little rocky, but I'll kind of slowly kind of keep trying to improve it. But getting into it, we'll go kind of looking at my stats page. So stats not too bad. I'm coming up on my 1 year here soon in April 10th. Right now, I got about 12 Q coins, making about close to 20 trillion per hour. And then my stones, I've got 32,244. So they have gotten some stone packs and stuff throughout my time of this year that playing it, like kind of here and there. This is kind of where milestones. I just recently actually got the tier 13 milestone. So I was pretty happy about that. Um, haven't done a T14 in a while. After I got the 2,500, I highly doubt I'm anywhere close to this one. If I was just pushing this one, I got kind of lucky. I felt, or I wouldn't say I got lucky, but I was barely making it with this one with my recently unlocked permanent black hole. Um, and then I have this is one farm run I did on T12. I was seeing if I could bump up a tier because I just recently, last month, got permanent black hole. So just thought maybe I could bump up to T12, but I don't technically have permanent black hole, but we'll get more into that later on. But so I'm farming majority of my runs right now in T11, and I'm not doing 10,000 waves yet. I'm still only at about 8,500 or so. So this is the project run. I use this to kind of help track stuff right now. Tournament's been going pretty well. Last two, I'll say I got kind of screwed on placement wise. I felt like this I should not have gotten anywhere close to 11. I should have been a lot higher. That was a brutal bracket for that one. I think I need to change up my times and when I'm starting tournaments. I think I'm going to start 'em more in the morning times for me because right now it's nighttime. And since we had the switch over for the time, 'cause I it used to open up at 7 for me. So if I started at 8, I feel like I got pretty decent brackets. And it gave me enough time because I usually take about 2 hours for a run. Um, this one's another one too. I should have placed around probably more fit, so I lost about 3 placements on that. So wasn't terrible, wasn't the best. But not too bad. I'll still take 8. 8 still isn't bad. I lost that 25 stones, which kind of sucks, but overall not too bad. I'm making about a 1530 per month, so that's definitely not bad. In about 383 per week, but I think that I could honestly that should be that's probably about right. I'd probably make 350 between 350 and 400. That's on good weeks. I'll probably make a little bit more. Like some of these weeks down here, I probably was making a little bit more. All right, so kind of going more into this. So tournament wise, this is how I've been kind of placing. Been doing really good with placements. This I got a lucky bracket in, but definitely I'm usually able to get top 10. I have the occasional where I don't do that great. This is where I kind of I was falling down here in like 128, 131. I was getting 15, 13. Or I shouldn't say I wasn't falling. I had not progressed really up at that point. With 117, uh, at 117 I was able to get to 6. That was a lucky bracket. But I kind of did some switching around because I've been in champions now since October. I've been able to stick. October 15th is when I started sticking and I started kind of slowly creeping up. And then I'd say once I was kind of getting into the 20s, the high teens, like 19, 18. And then I started kind of investing still more in a lot of HP and I really started pushing my waves up. So I started kind of growing up through there. And then say about starting at the end of November, the 29th, I started really noticing that I was able to like, hey, I'm able to get like top 15 at least. I'm not falling. So I went all the way up. And then finally the switch happened right here on 12/20 for December 20th. That's when I noticed that I definitely started slipping and I had to kind of really change my focus of what I was going to do and how I was going to make my build because I noticed that EHP was not working for me. So I really started slipping. I was like, oh man, I'm like getting to the point I'm falling out of like champions. Like I was getting to the point I'm like, man, I'm regressing almost every tournament now at this point. So I kind of then I think I might have maybe gotten a stone pack at this point, but I did something where I got it, and then I decided to start really investing in my chain lightning a little bit and getting that up right around at the end of December, right about New Year's Eve. And I did notice definitely some improvements. I mean, right off the rip, I noticed I went up. I gained probably about 100 to 150 waves, which I noticed was really good, if not even more. So, and I just kind of I kind of started focusing a little bit more on my damage and putting a little bit more of my damage labs in, getting those up to at least 40s. Attack speed was another big one. Put that one in for a long time. So I just kind of slowly kind of creeped up, and I've been doing pretty good since the new year actually. So, and I've been slowly kind of growing. I'm at a point now that I'm doing really. I've been kind of progressing well. I don't know if I'm still gonna be a little bit till I get to legends. This was a really lucky bracket I got. I got this one I with promoting. I should not have promoted. So I was like, oh okay. I still got 75 waves, which I think isn't too bad for someone that doesn't. I think that for where I'm at for my tower, I don't think that was too bad. But on that 228 bracket, I definitely got lucky on that one. So, but overall, I've been really happy with a lot of my wave counts. I'm really getting close to now sticking almost 1,000 waves. This most recent one, this 311, I don't know what happened. I really thought I wasn't breaking 1,000 with the battle conditions last tournament, but I ended up breaking that. So we'll take it. Like I said, I'm gonna probably wait on doing tournament tomorrow morning. I'm still actually in a run in the moment, but we'll kind of wait to go more into that. So, kind of for my workshops right now, I'm definitely focusing these ones. A lot of these, I'm not going to put up anymore like super crit. Not really worth it because even like doing 10, it's 24 trillion damage per meter. I mean, I probably could. It's only 4 at this point. Um, this one, the damage, 5,800, I think is more than reasonable. I haven't unlocked Rend Armor. I heard it's not that good unless you kind of have Poison Swamp. So I kind of have not touched that. I don't know too much about it, and I haven't done much research on it to like unlock it. But that's pretty much for damage wise. And again, these aren't like tournament numbers because I am in the middle of a farm run. So this is like more my what my farm looks like. For health, this one I slowly get up. I'm almost at 5,800 for health. So that's where I want to be at. I usually, this one's the one I'll click. I'll do like a single click into it for the missions, the daily missions. But for landmine damage, I'm not really putting that one up. That one I don't feel is kind of expensive. Wall health, I actually have at 1,400. So I think that's a good stopping point for me at the moment. Comes, let me see how much another 100 levels. I usually try to do things by like 100 levels. Because I feel like that's when I really notice a difference, especially with those ones when I'm doing for the free ups. I don't think this is worth 136 trillion at the moment what I'm making. So I'm not going to put that up again. I'll gold blocks it from putting a little bit of money into health. To be honest with you, I probably have a better chance. I guess not. This one's kind of getting expensive too. But those are at the point where I'm like, I don't need it. I can all wait on. Next thing is like still going up on everything else's gold box, but I want to get enemy level skips. They're at 330 right now, which isn't bad. I usually do both of these enemy attack level skips and health level skips, partly because of tournament and farming. It helps with both of them. But yeah, that's about that for that one. And then for my ultimate weapons, so for my chain lightning, a big thing of what I did that's helped me in the tournaments is I focused this to get this to like 500x. I did at some point put 2 more clicks into it to get it up to like 700 maybe, and I noticed because I saw that I could really almost like double my damage based off of the spreadsheet, the effective path. I mean, granted, I know it's not always super reliant, but I saw that you did. I actually did 2 clicks on it, and I ended up really helping damage wise and helping me get rid of stuff. Then I added up chance. I got chance up to 18.5, so because that's what I was recommended. I didn't touch quantity. I do want to come back to this one at some point and get it. Right now, I feel pretty comfortable where everything's at with chain lightning. I would love another click. I think there's a good chance I'm gonna end up clicking this at some point, real soon, the chance. So I do want to get one more click into chance. I probably won't be buying any other ultimate weapons for a while. I haven't bought one in a really, really long time. I kind of messed up my first couple buys. I think I got smart missiles like really early because I saw somewhere like when I first started the game when you're really not reading much about it, and I saw, oh, it's a great end game. So I'm like, oh well, that's not bad. I can work on that throughout my time. And I mean, if it's end game and I plan on playing this for a while, find out it's like no, it's like a lot, and you're gonna it's like real end game kind of thing. So I'm like, oh, it's kind of a waste. So I haven't really put anything into it. I might have accidentally done like a click into even like cooldown or something, or even quantity. I don't quite remember. But smart missile I don't really touch. Outside of doing, I've done the barrage. I did the explosion radius. A lot of this stuff I do for like the missions. So I guess I look at it as it helps me with the missions, and I had to unlock it at some point anyways. So it is what it is. Death wave, I do like death wave where it's at. Damage wise, I'm not definitely not going to put damage up anymore. Quantity, I probably won't click this for a while. This is a lot of stones. 850 is a lot to really push that up. And then my cooldown's at a minute 50. That was actually recent. I just got that down 20 seconds just recently. Then we have my chrono field. Chrono field, this has been like the roughest probably patch, like probably from December to like I'm just finishing it up now. And we're in March. So from now to like March, from I should say from like mid December to like probably end of February, this has been such a brutal grind because I really wanted this because I really saw that it's something that's so good and so good at our crowd control. And I had nothing else crowd control wise because you'll see I don't have inner landmines or poison swamp. So this was something I'm like, yeah, I've heard it's such a powerful thing. I know it's a huge stone sink, but I was like, I could get such a big benefit from it, and it's such an end game thing. And I thought it really could help me with legends. So I need one more second in the lab, which actually I just recently got that lab. I just got another click in the lab. So I'm on the last level for the lab, which will put me up to permanent. I know there's going to be battle conditions that won't make it permanent. So, but I'm willing to let that go. I mean, it's not something I need to invest in right away because I feel like it's not consistent enough. It's like, okay, if I have one bad tournament, I have one bad tournament. It's not the end of the world. For the amount of stones that I'll have to put into duration to get it having those last 10 seconds. I do know there is the perk too that it gets rid of your duration and your cooldown, and it gives you essentially 2 free bands, which is kind of nice. But right now, I just don't feel like stone wise. I think I have other priorities. The speed reduction, I'm getting so close to maxing this. I'm honestly probably just saving up just to get this last click. I really want to get that 75, and then I'm trying right now to roll to get on my dim core, trying to get that speed reduction to at least get. I have only mythic dim core at the moment, so at least the other 11, so I can have 86% slow, which will definitely help. But I have seen now that's where I'm seeing a lot of my benefit that I'm getting is that slow chrono field is like chrono field as a whole is really helping me. Um, golden time, especially at the time I didn't have permanent black hole because I just recently got permanent black hole in February. I bought a couple stone packs to do that. Um, but for the most part, that's where everything was going towards. All my resources was going to chrono field. Um, I will say it's a rough grind and it's very hard to not buy stone packs to get this down because like you get to a point that you get really tired and you don't feel the effects, especially when you're getting cooldown down. You're getting the duration up. I will say you start to notice the effects once you get into 50. I know it's not permanent, but I will say I do notice some of the effects, and especially once you get even like speed reduction up to like I'd say 50, you do start to feel it a little bit. You start to feel that it helps you a little bit. Is it as much as it's probably going to do now? Probably not anywhere close. I'm going to probably really start feeling this as I complete it. Uh, but I do think it's still beneficial, and it's something that you really do need to probably get. I've heard it's such a great CC, so that's kind of why I've been really focusing it. Golden Tower, I like where my Golden Tower's at right now. I like the bonus is good. 500 for the next click. I know people kind of stop at 250. I did one more click, I think, into it. I've noticed a lot of good returns with it. Duration, I would like to get up. I would love to get this up to a minute. That's kind of more of a down the line goal for especially Golden Tower Plus. But my whole end goal right now is to get my cooldown is also down to 150, and my goal is to get this so that I can have a 65-second sync. That is actually my really my big overarching goal at some point, because I'm close to a multiverse nexus ancestral, and so that's kind of a main goal of mine is to get that down to 65 seconds. I think that'll help a lot, and that'll be a big increase for me to pull all that stuff down. Um, then I have my black hole, pretty good. I just recently got the cooldown. I've did one more click. I had 33 seconds for like the longest time. I did one more click because I'm thinking if I can get right now, I'm still trying to work on getting the substat, the ancestral one to either cooldown or duration, just so I can have permanent black hole. I really do not plan anytime soon to do those last 4 clicks in the duration. That is like super expensive. It's like 3,000, I think, 500 stones for just 4 clicks. So that's something I will not be doing. Spotlight is another one actually, and then going into Spotlight. Spotlight's another one I really actually want to start investing in, especially Angle. I want to get Angle up to like, I think it's only like 1,500 stones if I can, and I can get Angle close to like 55% without a substat. Like right now, I think I'm at 39 because I believe, yeah, I have a 15-second or 15 angle, 15 degrees added on to it. So I have only 39 degrees at the moment. So that's something I really want to do. I want to get that up to like 55. And then that's when I'll eventually look at possibly getting that fourth quantity. Um, might not be the most efficient, but something I thinking about doing. Damage, crit factor, and super crit are my main ones that I'm using, that I'm getting up. Same with attack speed. Attack speed's been super good for me. That's something I really kind of pushed hard to get for myself to help me, because I noticed it really helped me have a little bit of crowd control for myself, especially with knockback. I noticed that I get a lot of um it helps me with my crowd control, given the fact I'm very lacking when it comes to crowd control. So now we have my defensive enhancements. I don't haven't really put a lot into these at any time recently. The only one I have been doing is orb size. And the reason for orb size is so that I am killing more enemies with orbs during my farm runs, because I have extra orb mastery. So it's helping me gain more coins in that sense. So that's how I look at it, is it's been really good with my orbs killing. So, and we'll look kind of in the Project Rend about that one. And then for my utility is I got coin bonus up to 34, cells 29, free ups. Free ups gets really expensive, and then enemy level skips. I'd love to get a couple more enemy level skips. I really actually need to get more into cells. I need to start pumping my cells up a little bit. But I'm gonna keep kind of going, so that this video is gonna get kind of long if I keep kind of dragging out. Got cash mastery right now and extra orb. I just recently actually got level 1 of this one, so that pumped that up to 0.8, which I'm excited about. And I have wave accelerator. Wave accelerator I actually have up to level 2. This is actually my first mastery actually, and I'm happy I got that one, because I had noticed not a crazy increase in coins, but I noticed a very significant increase in coins that really helped me, and also cells. It helped me in cells. It also allowed me to farm tiers up. Right now, it's not so much doing it yet, but I have noticed the effect with getting those extra 1,000 waves of max enemy spawning in. It's definitely helped me, I feel like. Um, and then cash has been really helpful with rerolls, because I feel like my rerolls are I never feel like I have enough rerolls. My lab isn't too I don't have the lab max yet. I need to max the lab. Something I kind of floundering in. But these are my modules so far, not too bad. Just recently broke that 141 barrier to get that extra substats. So that's partly why it's being kind of taking me a while to, or that I'm needing the reroll shards now, because now it's getting expensive to reroll these. Just recently got this project funding, which I'm really excited about. I needed one for like the last like month and a half, and just recently pulled another one. The next one I really, really want to pull. I've only needed one of these things for like the longest time now, probably like 3 or 4 months. And I just like, dude, just give me an anti-Q portal. I need another anti-Q portal just to push it up to ancestral. That'll give me another extra 5 times damage, which is really, really nice. That also partly played into why I went for Chronofield, because I felt I could really use Chronofield with this to maximize my damage and help me a little bit. For my Dimension Core, this is what my Dimension Core looks like. Pretty good rolls, not too bad. And then the other ones I don't really use. I haven't rolled any of these ones because I don't use them. Like these, I don't even have actually all the substats even to it. Um, Technically, I can't even get them up to 141 because I didn't put it up to Mythic Plus. So, but I don't really use Galaxy Compressor because I like having my sinks. But Multiverse Nexus is another one I need only one more of. I haven't done any rolls for that because I'm like, if I'm only one away from Ancestral and I don't use it now. What's the point of putting it? Need 2 more Dimension Cores, which is something I really need. Sharp Fortitude, I cannot seem to get them to save the life of me. I've been at Mythic Plus for the longest time. I just recently got this one actually not too long ago. And that's like my first one I got in a really, really long time. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of my modules for labs right now. I'm running. I got lab speed. I know my lab speed's kind of lacking and kind of take it off here and there at some points throughout my time. Chronofield range is something that I'm working on now. Like I said, Chronofield duration. This is another one. Partly the lab speed has come off because I hate having, like, right now I have, because this has been in here for a long time. It's been here for probably 3 months. Um, Between having lab speed, Chronofield duration, and then shatter shards, I mean, it has really, like, I hate having 3 labs frozen and only having two to kind of push other stuff up. I wanted coins slash kills because that's, I think, helpful. Um, I want to keep my econ going, but these are kind of the ones I have favorited right now. I do need to push up range one more level, probably. I want to push that up to 40. Like do Golden Tower bonus. Like to do that one at some point soon. I never finished off Death Wave Health. Reroll shards are at 89, so I'm getting close to that. I should do knock this thing out because I'm almost actually done with this level. I should get it to 90. Attack speed 75. Wave accelerating mastery level 2 at the moment. Level 1. I'm gonna actually save up and I think I'm gonna do one level of extra orb mastery to help me with that. With my income. Hopefully that'll give me a decent little income boost. We got 29 for lab coin discounts. I probably should do some of these to help me get some coins back. But all that stuff kind of maxed. Damage 45, 55 for crit factor, which is good. Super crit is 9, and super crit chance is level 2. Here's my health ones, which aren't doing too bad. I also want to finish off orb speed, something I've been kind of working on here on the side too. Same with shockwave size, want to work on that. And then I also actually want to start working on wall rebuild because I think that'll actually help me a lot. Because I kind of use my wall for tournaments as pretty much just an extra energy shield. So the quicker I can get that up, the better for me. Pulling down here, cash. I would like to get up cash actually a little bit more too. I'd love to get that to like 50 to help with income. I do need to finish recovery package chance. That one's kind of a little bit longer of a lab than I like to spend on it. But it's something that needs to be done. Enemy health actually it should finish off too. I already finished off attack. I need to finish off health. For my ultimate weapon labs, not doing too bad. Shock chance. Then you got the shock multiplier is maxed. Shock chance I should actually get up one more level. Although obviously a lot of my econ ones are done. Just recently actually finished Golden Tower duration. And like I said, I'm working on now this Chronofield range. I need to really kind of probably max that out. But as we kind of scroll down, just recently did the Black Hole disabled range since I'm running close to permanent. I'm 4 seconds off in my farm runs. But not too bad. Probably should get up lightning scatter, but not really in a need too much of a need for that at the moment. Not too bad. Demon mode, I've been kind of pushing this one up because I wanted to get this done. Just so I have it. And also I looked at it as it's something that makes the challenges for the missions for the events a lot easier. Perk bands, I got 4. I would love to get another. I probably should get another one of those soon at some point. Auto pick, I probably should get like 1 or 2 more of those. Cooldown's not gonna touch that for a little bit. Don't touch any of the enemy health labs. And then module stuff, I have pretty much all of it. The common drop, or no, I shouldn't say I have all of it. I have the common drop chance, the module shards. I have just recently finished also. Rare drop chance finished and daily mission shards finished. Module coin cost, I'm not going to worry about right now. I don't really need to worry about that one. I'd love to get a core effect band. I really probably should try and push to get at least 1 or 2 of those. I think that would help me a little bit with starting to roll some stuff. But that is my labs. So, and then for our bots, this is what my bot's looking like at the moment. So, not too bad. I'm saving up right now my medals to push into bonus. I want to get that bonus up to times 7. So, and we got all this stuff. So, always getting that stuff. I tend not to buy. The only time I bought, I think I bought 1 gems for the mission to respect, right? Because I don't feel like wasting my own gems because I'm really pushing to get that stuff up. Here's my Guardians. Fetch not doing too bad. I tend to want to push fetch up a lot, partly because I like the modules it gives me. I think modules sometimes are a little bit more important than getting coins, but I just recently had to respect and take some out of fetch to put into this to summon so that I could sync it at 110. 27 duration, which is good. And I do just 1 click into the cash bonus. And partly I do that is because I notice it helps me allow me, especially for farm running, it allows me to quickly max out the enemy attack skips. So it helps me push that up a little bit quicker so I can get that done a little bit quicker. And it gives me a couple extra waves, which I like. Um, so far, this is what I have unlocked. So far, I'm going to wait to get my thing from that. And then I'm going to unlock this one, get the last thing, and then we'll go do the next. Well, I'll do the relic, even though it's only a 2% rend armor multi and it really doesn't affect me right now. This stuff I can come always back to, and then resources in that sense, it's like it's not the end of the world if I miss them. I should be able to get everything though. Most recent runs. This is how our farming runs look. Not too bad. Been doing pretty good actually. Actually, I've had a big jump in here, partly because I brought my 20 seconds down my golden tower and death wave. I brought them just bring them down 20 seconds for both of them, bringing it down from 2 minutes and 10 seconds down to a minute 50 was definitely showed and helped me a lot. I mean, it boosted my coins quite a bit. Then also getting that tier 13 relic, then pushed me up another kind of like 20. I got about another 20 trillion, 25 trillion probably from that. So that was really nice too to get that little bump. This one was a bad run. I could not get some of these perks to save my life in this run. This was a terrible run. Even the run I'm running now isn't really all that great. Um, but not too bad. And then if we go over to Rend, farming not doing too bad. I feel like I've been doing pretty good. I don't know where there's a dip here. I don't think I'm hiding anything. No, not hiding anything. Um, so if we do that, we did 5 runs. So I mean, I'm definitely not doing too bad as it's been progressing. I'd say if you actually noticed, that's a pretty big jump. What year is that? Oh. Days per hour is not bad. So I didn't start doing actually night runs until around it might have been around January. You'll notice that they'll just be kind of like a spike. Yeah, from my daily. So like right in here, I wasn't doing that, and I started doing night runs um on an emulator, like what I'm doing now with this emulator. I didn't do this for like the long. I just recently did this in January, Obviously, it helped my income quite a bit and helped me progress a lot. I noticed I was getting stagnant, and I felt like that was part of it. I'm like, well, I can pretty much double my income by just running an overnight run. I'm only doing one run a day. So it's like if I do two, I mean, it's a lot better. So not too bad with that. Um, as you can see, definitely doing really, really good with my income coming across. And then, as I was talking about, like with orbs, I mean, I've been doing really good with trying to keep orbs. I'm trying to keep my orbs above 85. It's about where I'm trying to keep it at. So it's been close to 85, but I'm trying to get it above 85. Like this had a good stretch. I got it like 86. So I'm just trying to get stuff more consistent. But that's my big thing of what I'm focusing on is making sure that my orbs are doing a lot of the killing to get a full effect of my orb mastery. So, but I can go back into my run. Not too bad. This is where this runs at the moment. So, not too shabby at 164 trillion at the moment. And it usually floats around 400 and 500 right now at this point of the stage. Might dip down a little bit, the threes. Then sometimes I'll skip and then it'll skip back up. So, not too bad. This is kind of what the farming looks like at the moment. So, not too bad. Like I said, I have a little bit of that downtime where the black holes go down, and that's usually why I die. So once I can get that honestly permanent, that'll help a lot. So it's definitely something I need to try and do. Um, didn't really show tournaments. Tournaments wise, not too bad. This graph's always kind of weird because like I know my waves are high here, but that's because it was doing tier 11s, and then when I switched, so I don't know if there's anything. Yeah, no, it's not too bad. But like I said, I've been pretty happy with a lot of my trend of how I'm doing when it comes to tournaments. Definitely don't. I definitely have been happy with my results of things and choices I've made. So I'll kind of probably talk about other choices that I made in different videos, but I kind of just want to start off with doing maybe weekly updates of what I'm doing and how I am progressing. Um, so for this next coming week, what I'll do is I'll try and really get Chronofield range up, help me, and then I'm gonna really try and keep pushing coins slash kill at least to 75. That's my goal to get that one to 75. Obviously, Shatter Shards staying in there, Chronofield Duration staying in there, and Lab Speed staying in there for the near future. For a while. Lab Speed, I'm probably gonna leave slotted in now for a while, for a really long time, if not pretty much all the way till it's done, unless something comes up that I feel like I need to really lab. But that's kind of staying in there till it's pretty much done because I think in a month I can get it up close to like 85 or something. I think I can get it up to level 85 by within 30 days or something. So that's probably what I'm going to try and focus on doing with it. I try to take it in like increments. But if I leave it in and keep going with where I'm going, it should have it done by July lab speed if I just leave it in there. So I might just leave it in there so I can be done with it when it comes to summertime. All right, so that's my kind of tower, and that's kind of the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. All right, I'll see you guys later.